big changes to Alliance War are coming tomorrow in Marvel Strike Force, and will these changes help or hurt Alliance War? We have the official character reworks for the Dark Hunters, A-Force, and Namor, so you've heard to see exactly what is changing, what it means for you and your alliance. Then you know what to do. Find that like button, and let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello. What is up, Valley Club? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome to the ValleyFlyin channel. I hope you're having a great day. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. We got at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week. If you have already subscribed, welcome back to the channel. We're talking all about these Alliance War changes, some of which we saw when some of these changes went live earlier this week, but this is the official info because it isn't a blog post. And if we go to the blog post, wasting no more time, if we go all the way down, all the way to the bottom of this blog post, surprise, it does not say subject to change. So these should be official and all this information should be correct, or at least I hope it is. All right, let's start reading. Updates are coming to Alliance War to upgrade the rewards for your alliance's hard work and level the playing field between offense and defense. Here's what's in store starting with the next war season. So this is going live when the next war season starts, and I wasn't sure when that was. I went in game, and yes, it is in less than 24 hours, so less than a day away. These changes should go live. I'm not sure when the reworks should go live. I'm assuming that should go live when the war season changes over though. So let's talk about these rewards, and then we'll get to the reworks now. Some of the reworks we saw live in the game early this week, but what Archangel said about this blog post, the changes players saw in the game last week that were later taken out were not complete, and players should base their build decision on the information in the blog today. Now, personally, I'm gonna wait and see what all these updated rewards are, but I have a lot of other priorities to build instead of my Dark Hunters and A-Force, and I don't know, I'm not gonna build Namor yet after these base stats, but maybe you will. So let's take a look at what these updated rewards are. Updated Spoils of War to match this, that for match rewards and season rankings. Why was that such a hard sentence for me? All right, War Victory and Defeat will now have more gold along with new rewards of T1 ISO green ions, T2 level 1 blue ions, and T2 level 4 blue ions. That is the big change here. We got those level 4 blue ions, which is very, very good. And I hope that is sticking. The data mines on this were correct. And that means it's gonna be easier to get our characters up to level 4 ISO 8 blue, which means we can take them into harder and harder levels of the Doom War, and we can get them for these sagas. So that is good, making it easier to get our characters up to the higher ISO 8 blue levels. All right, also War Victory will reward even more than before. So winning, you're gonna get more for winning, and I hope that doesn't encourage more shell alliances to come back. So yeah, that is why they evened it out. So wins and losses are very much the same at this point. I hope the separation doesn't cause shell alliances to come back, because I've heard they're still out there somewhere. All right, season rank rewards will see an increase in the T4 ability materials. That is good, getting all the characters up to T4, especially for newer and mid-game players that don't have that, don't have all those older characters already T4'd from all those extra years of playing. This will help them to catch up for some of those other characters. More orange basic catalyst parts, that is good. My catalyst parts are always missing. That's what I'm always short supply on. Not those mini uniques, not all those 14 or 15 uniques. It's all those basic catalyst parts, those damage, all those other stuff parts as well. Teal basic catalyst parts, so that is good. And then to accommodate the above updates, where they're removing the ABCs, those purple catalyst parts, which that is what a lot of players need right now, the orange. So I don't really need those purples. I hope this doesn't screw up too many of the newer and mid-game players. Also, T4 materials removed from the victory and defeat match rewards. So no T4s for winning and losing, but you're gonna get more T4s for the rank rewards. So again, I hope this doesn't encourage shelling, and I hope this doesn't screw up too many of the newer players. So this said move, I find it interesting moved instead of removed from all those victory and all that stuff. So I think overall, though, this is a very good change. All right, character room bonuses, and for me, this is a big thing in the actual gameplay of War. To help War offense teams come up with more parity to some of the current defenses, the room bonuses provided to the defending teams in the med bay and the barracks will be reduced. That is good. More offense means more clears, and it also means more War currency for more because these rooms are being cleared instead of these rooms being stuck, not being able to get through them, and then not get all those war currency per each win. This is going to increase the amount of supplies we have. So this is good. Offense better than defense. I like this. The positive effects in the bridge can also have been updated, and I think the main one that they removed there was stealth, but we'll get into all that. So med bay, instead of getting 40% max health to all defending allies, has now been reduced to 20%. So you shouldn't see some of these crazy teams in War with when all these bonuses stack. You're getting 10% bonus in the barracks instead of the 20% of the primary stats to all defending allies. An extra 10% bonus is still going to those military allies. So military tags still mean something in the War. And in the bridge, this is a good thing as well. The bridge, the following could be applied. One of them was stealth. One of them was immunity. Can't have that anymore. Now you can do defense up and offense up, which is still a nice bonus. You still have that death proof, minor deflect, regeneration, but yeah, no stealth, no immunity, and that is what screwed up a lot of attacks. So hopefully this evens out those attacks, make these attacks even more consistent with everything. So I like all these changes to these rooms. I'm one that I like War offense a lot better than War defense. So yeah, it kind of nerfs their hero Asgardians, but it helps us overall in the gameplay. All right. Character updates, giving the slight buffs to several characters, two of the more recent War offense teams, the Dark Hunters and A-Force, in order to help their respective teams perform as intended. And what that screams to me is this team was not balanced before, and it did not meet their expectation, or what they tested, what is actually being played in actual wars is not matching what they tested. So yeah, I think there is some limited testing done, although the stigma around scope is they don't do any testing. But more though, we saw some of these changes live earlier this week. Some of what we saw live is still there. Some of what we saw live is not there. So this is the official stuff. And if you are gonna upgrade any of these characters, like I said, make it based on what you're seeing in this rather than what you saw earlier this week. But for me, I'm probably gonna wait. I'm gonna see what these War rewards are, but in my mind, there's other more important characters like the Bionic Avengers, like the Hero Asgardians for the upcoming War Scourge event. But Mordo got the Dark Hunter trait. He got a little bit more damage on his basic, going from 220 to 280% damage. Everything else looks to be the same. His special, where if he has 4 more Mystic allies on War offense, the chance to blind additional targets increases to 100%, up from 75%. His ultimate got a whole bunch of stuff. You still have the 240% damage, you still have the heal blocks, but on War offense with 2 or more Dark Hunter allies, reduce the speed bar for all enemies with blind by 30%. Defense up for 2 turns to self and all Dark Hunter allies. So it looks like the order of operations is going to be special here first, hopefully getting more blinds, and then when he goes with his next turn, reducing the turn meter for everyone that still has that blind sticking, and then getting the defense up. Although, depending on the team, you may want to use this ultimate first just for that defense up, even if this speed bar won't be reduced on anybody. But we'll see. I mean, you still may have that initial blind that they have on spawn. So you may want to use this ultimate on turn 1, now that I'm thinking about that a little more again. But passive War offense, he's getting more focus. Dark Hunter allies are also gaining more focus, so that's going to help not only Mordo, but it's also going to help Dr. Voodoo. It's going to help Morbius. Yes, it's going to be Morbin timey even more with this rework, with this focus, and more of those bleeds are going to stick for your enemies or on your enemies. Elsa Bloodstone, another Dark Hunter member, getting an update as well. Not a huge change, but Honor ultimate, clearing death proof from any city targets before the attack is huge. So this ultimate, the good thing about this ultimate is characters killed by this attack cannot be revived. That is changing. That is not changing. But A lot of times I know I would hesitate to use this attack because they had a death proof on there. I like this. It's only for city targets, so this is meant to really screw with those heroes for hire, but anything that's meant to screw those heroes for hire, I'm a big fan of Valley Club. Let's talk about the changes to the A-Force. So Captain Marvel, previously the ultimate could not crit. Well, now it can crit, so this could be some big damage, especially on a 640% damage move. With a character that has some big base stat damage, this could be very big. This could change a lot of things in war. We'll have to see though. We will have to see. On paper, it looks pretty good. We'll see how it is in actual gameplay. And a huge wall of text on the passive that did not change, except military is still gaining their 15% max health. A-Force is also gaining that 15% max health. A-Force is also gaining additional 10% max health in addition to what she's giving to those military allies. So a lot of max health. This should help the rest of the A-Force survive. We will see if this makes them a reliable counter to the Young Avengers even without Doom. Early reports though are they still are not even with these changes. All right, the special for the dark, or the passive for Jessica Jones is changing. The only thing that's happened to Jessica Jones when this character or any A-Force ally with taunt drops below 50% of max health, clear taunt from that ally herself. I can't think of any of those A-Force members that have taunt, that actually have a taunt. So this would probably be clearing any taunt that's applied by the enemies. Unless there's a taunt that I'm brain farting on not remembering, but this is a very minor change. And Nico Minoru getting a little extra damage on her special, 250 damage going up to 300 there. And then on her passive, when a negative effect is applied to this character or any A-Force ally, 75% chance, so not 100% chance, so still RNG on this team to generate one ability energy for Jessica Jones. So while these A-Force things are okay, maybe in conjunction with these room bonuses, it will help to make them a more reliable counter to some Young Avengers, but I just don't know if they could do it without Doom. It may be relying on Doom. Or maybe Namor, I don't know. I don't know if this, we'll have to test this to see how much these base stat increases really help Namor. Will he now be a 5th on the A-Force and they can start to do some damage to some other non-Young Avengers team? We'll have to see and get some reports there. But base stats for Namor going up by 16% for his health, 43% for his damage, 25% for his focus, and his resist is going up by 40%. And again, nothing on the bottom of this blog post that says it is all subject to change. So I guess it's all sticking, Valley Club. That is it. Those are the changes that is coming to Alliance War. Let me know your thoughts. I think for the most part, this is better. I was hoping that this would really buff the A-Force a little bit more. I think the Dark Hunters were in a pretty good place. This helps to make them even better. And this is in front of the Morgan Le Fay Scourge event. So that means that in this next Scourge event that, at least according to yesterday's blog post, should be happening this week. Now you can bring in Mortal in stages 5 and 10, and that may be big for everybody that does not have Morgan Le Fay yet. So good stuff there. I will see you guys next week. We'll be back streaming on Monday on Twitch with the Valley Club in the morning. So check us out in the morning if you can. And if not, make sure you go to the Discord server, leave a message for the Monday mailbag. We got that video coming up along with our normal slate of videos. If you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button because like I said, we got a lot of good stuff coming. Hit that notification bell so you know as soon as the new video goes up, and I will see you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay hydrated and have a great one, guys. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.